tell people New York is like its own country. If you're visiting a country, kind of have to narrow down what you want. And then you can make a plan based on that. If it's your first visit, try to orient yourself around the city. But if you've been here before, what I love to do when I visit, a new city is I love checking out museums, especially the small specialty museums where you can really get a sense of different cultures. So I would look at that as well. And then, of course, the food is world class.
Wallman Rink was alive again in Central Park tonight, opening a new season with performances by the professionals. It's part of the return of the holidays in New York City, reminding people why this is one of the greatest places on earth.
I think people would be very wise to visit local festivals as well as just happenings at museums. That really allows a lot of New Yorkers to interact in ways that are interesting and that are really expressive of all the different cultures. So I think a lot of times tourists think about going to some of the iconic locations, which is a great thing to do. But some of my fondest memories have been in places like the Brooklyn Museum, mingling with all the other Brooklynites and just checking out, what was going on culturally. And there's also live music performances. There's so many things in New York that are free that people don't realize are here. So I would say definitely during the spring and the summer months, check out some of those live experiences, those festivals, because you get to see another side of New York.
As you're running and perhaps trying to go to the Staten Island Ferry, you may not notice this amazing monument that we have here dedicated to the establishment of what we now call New York. It was actually a gift given to New York City by the Dutch to commemorate the first Director General of New Amsterdam, which is what New York used to be called, Peter Minuit. Here we find
So of course, maybe for a first-time visitor, I would say, yes, let's see the iconic things. Let's see the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's see the Statue of Liberty. Let's see some of the observation decks. Try to do a little research ahead of time, think about what your interests are, and then you can kind of focus on the different themes and go to the different boroughs and explore that interest.
Here we find these pavement stones that have historical text talking about the establishment of New Amsterdam, a miniature map of New Amsterdam, showing you everything from Fort Amsterdam to what the street that later became Broadway to the wall after which Wall Street is named. This is a little secret that's hidden. Often as people are running by, they don't notice, but this is a commemoration to the establishment of our city, New York.
I see great things for tourism after the pandemic. New York City is going to come back stronger than ever before. I mean, we paused, but we didn't stop. What we have here is special. So many people from around the world want to come here and understand what makes New York able to be so resilient, makes us able to embrace so many different kinds of people and somehow live together and somehow do well together. Now that we're finally set free and let out of our homes, let's just cherish each other. Let's appreciate each other. I think when I had to walk down the streets of New York and see those empty streets, it was something so heartbreaking. I didn't realize how much I missed my fellow New Yorkers until they weren't there anymore. So I am individually determined to make sure I take advantage of every opportunity to enjoy the city and its people. We've all gone through a very traumatic time, but we're still here. And so my message would be just to enjoy life, Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what tourism is about. Tourism is about teaching people how to look around them and discover what's around them. So yeah, that would be my recommendation to not just New Yorkers, to anyone watching.